What is happening, everybody? And we are talking about the ending of Jigsaw, the new Jigsaw film that is out starring Tobin Bell. I know I put spoilers in the title. I absolutely deserve a dislike, which is probably why I have so many dislikes on this video. But if I didn't put that, then you guys probably wouldn't be looking for these specific things to be explained. So with that being said, I am sorry about that. But if you enjoy what I have to say, please rate the video accordingly, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you can. Okay, so first and foremost, I just want to put out there, I did enjoy the movie. It was a little short. I think it ran around like an hour and 25 minutes, something or other. It was very quick. Very typical Jigsaw stuff or Saw series, devices of killing people. It's always interesting. It's always like they don't disappoint, but the typical out of control stuff. But anyway, there are a few questions that people would like to have answered, which is Jigsaw alive? Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, he really, as far as we know, Jigsaw did die of cancer, and then they took apart his brain and everything, years and years ago. But this film is kind of like a prequel within the present. A little strange, but very cool concept. They basically explain how, how Jigsaw ended up actually having help building his devices. We find out who that is and who actually carried on his legacy, because if a lot of people don't know this, but the Jigsaw new movie original name was Jigsaw Legacy, and now I understand why it's called Jigsaw Legacy, because there was someone that he trained to carry on his legacy after he died. A lot of people thought that was Amanda, a bunch of movies back, but we found out that she died as well. So with that being said, we end up finding out that really it was a possibility that he could have been saved from the hospital, when it came to his cancer. This dummy, Logan, ended up, as the lab tech or whatever, was the one who mixed up the x-rays with him and some guy named Alex Rubinstein, I think, was the name. And it turned out that they, since they got switched, they didn't realize that John Kramer had cancer, the brain cancer, as soon as he did, so he could have actually had treatment. And this guy Logan, this is the big spoiler if you don't want to hear it. This is the big spoiler here. We find out that this guy Logan was actually the guy who carried on Jigsaw's legacy over the years. Jigsaw, there was a scene where, there's a lot, it's almost like a Quentin Tarantino movie because it constantly keeps changing time periods and stuff. I notice I'm going like this a lot. I don't know. Anyway, there's the typical scene where there's like the 5 people, the one you probably saw in the commercial with the buckets on their head, but the guy all the way to the right, he has a bucket on his head, and he's the one who is actually Logan. But when everyone is getting pulled with the chains into the saws that are spinning around, now this is in the past, mind you, like 10 years ago, according to the story, what's his name, Logan, is unconscious during all of this, and he's the one who ends up getting saved at the end by Jigsaw. He feels that it was an unfair advantage to him because he was passed out the whole time, and I guess he deserved a second chance, even though he was the one who basically allowed, John Kramer to die. But it was a mistake. It was a careless mistake. So Jigsaw spared him and turned him into his assistant, and I guess the agreement was, after I die, since you're the one technically almost responsible for my death, you're going to carry on my legacy and continue. So that was it. And John Kramer always said that he speaks for the dead. But anyway, at the end, it comes down to Detective Halloran, or whatever the hell his name is, and you have Logan, who everyone doesn't realize is actually the one that is the current Jigsaw. They end up finding out that this detective was the one that saved murderers and rapists and stuff instead of putting them away. And one of the guys that he saved ended up killing Logan's wife. So, you know, this was Logan's way of getting back at him, and he ends up, like, you know, setting him up in this, like, harness with all of these laser cutters, and it ends up cutting his whole head into slices. It's freaking disgusting. But it was cool. Like, it was cool how they did it. But the best way I can explain it is there is a part where they go to uncover John Kramer's grave, and instead they find this guy, Edgar, who was actually murdered by Logan, but was framed as Detective Halloran in John Kramer's grave. So we are led to believe in the ending here that, okay, the detective dies, all right, he got, you know, he got what was coming to him, and now we find out that Logan is the current Jigsaw, but where was John Kramer's body? You know what I mean? Because they tried to, you know, because everyone saw that these murders were just like Jigsaw, but it was unexplained because Jigsaw was dead. So basically, the best way I could put it to you is I think there's going to be one more movie or something to find out what actually happened to John Kramer. I think this is a possibility. But then again, it might not be at all. You know, we'll only have to find out. But that's just basically how it ended. You know, it was definitely worth checking out, you know. So what did you guys think of the film? If you enjoyed the Jigsaw movie, make sure you leave a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to this channel. And today's secret comment code, if you made it to the end of this video, which you did, so congratulations, because I think I did an okay job explaining the ending. Just comment Kramer lives or John lives, something like that. So I appreciate you joining me. I hope to see you in the next video, and that's all for now. All right, thumbs up, subscribe, and sorry about the spoiler title. You know, it's YouTube, man. Clickbait. What can I say? Just trying to get it out there. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good night. Subscribe. Peace. Thank you all so much for watching. We greatly appreciate it. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, because when this channel reaches 10,000 subscribers, we are doing a huge Xbox One and PlayStation 4 giveaway. So definitely subscribe. You don't want to miss it. And be sure to leave a like and click the other videos that are on the screen. We'll see you next time.